こうしてゆくたもさあ敵さんはこれでうわ黒すげえやマジ勘弁してやーって思ってるだろうけどね。このフォメでもクロスゲーはしないんです。なんせサブ戦術にしちゃうから。はあえ
Was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. And here's Diaz. Oh, Red, nice interception. Easy pickings there. Pull it.
なんかもっさりしとんなこいつ。
That's great positioning. So good from him. Saliba gets across to intercept that. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Messi. And the shot!
ああ
Goal! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you. Quick, decisive, and a textbook example of into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time. I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's had a shot!
ああ
Oh, taken with style. And has it again in double quick time. And wow, he has given that a right old hit. Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers. So that's two now without reply. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Pinches it off him. Kimmich. Oh, it's a sweet ball that. And that interception was most necessary. That was well played, well stopped. Some really good ball movement. Belly. Well seen, saw that coming. He read that really well and stopped it. And reclaimed it in a trice. Mbappe! He's got the shot away! Kimmich. The message is clear, none shall pass. Good looking ball. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Bit of a communication breakdown there it seems. And the counter is on. Turan. Get a throw in.
もうギブしてくれんの？やったー、ありがとう。 ダイナマイト仮面来た。やない現実ラタタタそれいいけどね。送中人，送中人。なんか俺も甘いもん食べたくなってきたな。
They say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Kane put it away! Great ball, and he's a chance! Superb goal! Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment. Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me? So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Romario, whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Romeo, Romeo.
Just one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
それを大地踏み鳴らし叩く芝の電話
and basically let them attack it. Chooses to go. Great hits!
Time to fail,
Lazio have the chance to go the other way. Tomiyasu wins the duel this time. Bellingham. And it's Romario. Bellingham. Bellingham in the hunt and looking threatening. Now it's Zico. Oh, that's fabulous.
時は君はあ危なもう無情にもはあお前おかしいわそれ意味わかんねえ完全にクリアモーション入ってて押し込まれるってどういうことカスが死ねかカス死ね流れゆく時は君と僕を無情にも追い越してゆくエイペックスしてますね To you 手遅れになってしまう前にただ君をあないはあなんでこっちは打てねえんだよそっちは打ててなんで意味がわからんわ
うんこ
うんこ。
And it's Zico.
マジでうんこ。このゲームうんこ。
Now is he in? He's in here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
足っぽ。足っぽが出てるよ、足っぽが。足の先っぽ、足っぽ。
Halfway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Messi.
はい。ハッキン。殺すぞ、お前マジで。死ね。で、今の入んねえんだよ。ブリッツがあだになったわ、今。普通のメッシだったら入ってたわ。フォンフォン。あ、それファールちゃうんですかね。危な。今絶対決められてもおかしくなかったで。はあ、奥だろお前、どう考える。誰がそんなとこ出すね。クソゲーマジで死ねゴミ。終わってる。
For me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit. Bellingham providing an outlet on that flank. It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe.
なんでそれが通っちゃうかも意味がわからんしな。
And the flag has stayed down. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. And he was quick to react.
意味がわからん。
Here's Zico. Now it's Messi.
はあ、
Oh, that was never
何その体勢、気持ち悪。
That's really well maneuvered.
何、はあ、イラッとするわ。
Action of the first half. So half time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd. And a fair reflection.
一番今言われたくない人に言われましたわ。
With the half-time scoreline, 2 goals to 1.
確かに。
So there was the first half. Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Instant pack.
マジでクソゲーっすよこれ。だからなんでそっちな、死ねゴミ。
That's what you call inspired goalkeeping. Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work. Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Phillips clears it away. Now who's going to be
おはようございます。
opts to play it back. Now can he find the finish? Can he finish?
で俺はこっからエイペックスするんですよ。 そんな長くやってないですけどね。いや今日はまあ3時ぐらいには寝ますかね。 おはようございます。
Here's Mbappe. Bellingham. Platini. And here's Messi. Davids.
腹立つわマジでこれ。
And time is ticking away. That could spell
はあ、
He could be in here. Mbappe! Oh, surely that deserved better. It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. So much time and space here. Big chance!
死ね。
He's got a goal! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can...
Can he finish? Belling. So what can they make of this? Oh, lovely bit of skill. Lazio are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Rafael Leao. And he's in on goal. There's the shot! And it's in! Back to within 1. Interesting! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, important interception. Maldini. Now it's Zico. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Rafael Leao! And that could
イライラしたら終わり。
Extremely good focus.
無です。もう今悟りを開いております。
So their fourth corner of the game. He's had a hit! And that could come back to haunt them.
Ronaldinho appears to be absolutely seething with himself after squandering the chance to equalise.
They're up to 5 corners now.
いいことです。W。
Good challenge. Excellent challenge.
Oh, that's great. That's great concentration.
Now it's
Huh?
Zico.
やばすぎ。
Long. He is through here. And the shots!
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That has been cut short. Now it's from Mario. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
なんで後ろ下がんねん。はあ、それぐらい
Yeah, that's top
通してや。
defending, preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities. Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
And it's Nedved. Looking tidy in possession. There's the hit!
おれ
Yes, it's there! They have stolen level at the last!
Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
It's Bale!
おれいや
And that has raised the roof!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
は
Still a bit left in it.
意味がわかんないそこに行く
To avoid a slip up now.
Nedved. 4 extra minutes added on. Rummenigge. Nedved. And that is expertly dealt with.
イエス
And that will be the final act. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic...
ちょっと甘いもの欲しいんでコンビニ行ってきやすね。誰かやってる？誰もやってない。コンビニ行ってきやす。
甘いものを求めてコンビニへ。
it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, good-looking ball. And now they can spring out of defence. It's Bale! And that is wildly off target.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
Oh no, this does not look good. That's going to be a goal kick. Bale, he's tried one! That is special! Gareth Bale!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So, a breakthrough already. Bellingham. Messi. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he cuts out the supply. Turan. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team...
Shot a goal! He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square!
自己ゲーじゃねえかよ、ゴミがよ。
simply triggered a collective determination to hit back,
は
and they merit nothing less.
なんで取れねえんだよ、それ。
With bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Yeah. And that could set him on his way. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And the finish! Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Nedved. Head over towards the opposite flank. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Messi. He's shifting through the big chance! And he hits the net! And they're back in front! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Nedved. Nedved goes on a charge down the left. Bellingham defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Bellingham. He is through here. Messi. There. He's had a shot. And yes, it's there. And again, they simply.
Funny now, funny now, so what did I am? Funny now, funny now, da 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 da
That's just a great finish. Look, it's down to
Ha?
very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
And yes, it's him again. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Vieri. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Messi. Played back in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. So, third corner of the game. He's cut it out. And he's heaved it away. Maldini. Bellingham. And here's Bale. He's got the shot away! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Bale really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 4 coming up here. He's had a hit! Can he finish? And now a sudden chance to counter. Maldini cuts out the pass. That's a little off target. He's got away. Oh, that's nice. Platini. Araujo gets over and intercepts.
That's going in strong.
He could be in here. He's picked his way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did not. There's the end of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. So off we go once more. Bellingham. Bellingham going full tilt down the left. Thuram. Platini. Yeah. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Vieira. To Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Bale. He's intervened well there. Looking for options for movement. Always onto this. Yeah. Platini. And the counter is on. Now it's Messi. It's Thuram. And here's Bellingham. Lovely feet. And it's Thuram. The most accurate pass. Bellingham. Great ball if he can get there. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he welcomes it in. Vieri. He's found the Bellingham! It's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? Platini. Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Sané. Sané going face-to-face with his great rival. Mbappe in the hunt and looking threatening. He's through here. Has a goal! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Oh, the contact was as crisp as it comes. The direction was the issue.
Yeah. Bale. Great ball and hits one! Yes! And surely that settles it. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So now the difference is 3. Swept in. And he's quick to get it clear again. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Drill, now the finish! It's in! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So, is this the start of a comeback? Ronaldinho. Mbappe. And he's managed to get free. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rafael Leao. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, he's found support out wide. They expected better, and so did he. So nearly the perfect ball. Messi has a shot! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
He opts to go forward. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rafael Leao looking to get on the end of this. Maldini deals with that comfortably. Bullet. Chance here to counter. Rummenigge. Oh, that's fabulous. Bullet. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Mbappe. Kaka. Now it's Rafael Leao. Looking for the runner. He has found the way through. He's going to be disappointed with that. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Could move up a gear here. Rummenigge. And there's green grass ahead of him. Check will they claim to that. Barella. Rafael Leao. Kaká. Danger averted for now. Rafinha! And that may well be that. That is that. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants of filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. We have already started here. Now it's Bale. Well, that is one way to stop him. That's really well manoeuvred. Has a goal! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Can he get away here? Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Messi ready to try one. Messi! Bellingham.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I love ambitious and event.
And Messi! His winning goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He is through here. That's surely a foul. Free kick.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
So, power or guile, what's it going to be? Looking to widen the gap even further here. Brilliant save from Buffon! Maradona fiddles it through. And it's Maradona. Mbappe! Oh, good ball. Oh, good ball. Shots on. Hits one! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that has been clubbed away. Platini. Belly. Pull it. Now this could be a chance. Mbappe driving forwards. It could be real chance! Valverde. This aims beyond the defence. That has been cut short. Thuram. Belly. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Valverde. Ball has bounced loose now. Mbappe. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Great hit! It's really well cleared. Bullet just eases him off the ball. Now it's Bellingham. He's found a way through. Messi. Messi! It's fallen loose again. Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And the lead is extended still further. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipating.
Bellingham! Lacking in accuracy.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
He's had it nicked away, and it's fair. Ernest. Gently done. Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And Messi! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
It's become a case of men against boys.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Maradona. Yeah. All-time excellent interception. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Maradona. Valverde. So nearly the perfect ball. Is there, and he can pick it up. Now it's Mbappe. Bale. Belly. Platini. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Maradona. Bale. He's got away. Let's make sure that's not getting through. And the first 45 minutes are up. It has been a half throughout which they have carved through the opposition almost at will, ripping things up big time here.
Yeah, I think the first half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return. And I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Yeah. Valverde. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's fabulous. It's Bellingham. And he's done very well to take that back. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Stood up well to him there. It's gone for a throw-in. The message is clear. None shall pass. Taken back almost at once. Now it's Mbappe. Platini going face to face with his great rival. Now it's Messi. And the finish! Sticks it away! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium.
Welcome one and all, it's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. Ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. They've got on the way here pretty promptly. Oh, shooting chance! Can he get onto this? He's got away. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, super fine. He is through here. Hazard. Big chance!
なんだそれてめえ死ね
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are in the early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And
はあ
can he finish? It's a goal! Not one, but two. It is a dream start.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Well, that is going for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Vieira. Now it's Rafael Leao.
These early exchanges have been frenetic. Looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Peter. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution doesn't happen. Still! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Yeah. Rafael Leao. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Platini. Bellingham. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that is expertly dealt with. Bale, a player who needs no introduction. Aim forwards. Oh, important interception.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top, and it's Gullit. It's one! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Bullet has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Yeah. And that has put paid to that. And it's Bale. That is a great pick out. Now it's Neymar. That's very neat. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Thuram hurtling down that right flank. Oh, they could be caught out here. Tries a shot! It's in! And it has to be said, an absolute gift. This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Bellingham. Maldini. Now it's Bale. Real chance! He scored! They have pulled themselves right back into it.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Quick, decisive and unerring. A textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And that could set him on his way. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Well, they can break here. Driving forward. Now it's Bullet. Bellingham. Walker calmly anticipates.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, he's found support out wide. That is a little undercooked. Ah, it's a sweet ball, that. Neymar. And here's the chance to counter. It's Bellingham. Final ball not quite right. His teammates are irritated at that. And there is the half-time whistle. And it has been a pretty crazy game so far. The game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. The midway point of the game.
Well, what an enjoyable first half. Just when you think a two-goal lead can be decisive, it's gone again, and I hope the goals keep coming.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. The second half then, just getting going. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Rafael Leao, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Bellingham. Oh, this is a very good run. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Great chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Backward it goes. And here's Messi. And Messi! Bellingham gets it clear. Now it's Rafael Leao. Nice interception, well timed. Bullet with 2 goals already to his name. Well, played right into his path. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Bale. Bale tries making a foray down the right. Vieira. Good driving run. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He can get that clear. Forwards and with intent. Back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, what a ball! Bullet. Bellingham. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, good ball! Bellingham. Always looking for that half a chance. Hazard. Can he spark a counter here? That's a nicely measured pass. Shapes to shoot! That was very necessary. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Barcelona could counter here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Bullet. Well timed, excellent interception. Short changes him with that pass. Vieira. Can he get it through? And the finish! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
both sides, in fact. Barcelona get themselves into the lead. Yamal. Well, that's an inviting ball. Tomiyasu. Rijkaard. Just about up to 75 minutes. Perez. And he was quick to react. Oh, and he's through the middle.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Maldini. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. He has found a way through. Great hit! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, this looks sharp. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this in.
Shot it goal! He's got it all! And this is getting better and better.
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Hullet. Well read. The danger is averted.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. It's Ronaldinho. Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. Barella does really well to win the ball there. Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And that's it. Performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now it's Hullet. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they can counter here. Gavi. Gavi going face-to-face with his great rival. Tries a shot! He's got to be quick to recover this. For down the years, of course, Argentina have produced some of the greatest striking talent ever, and Gabriel Batistuta embodies that.
Yeah, he does. And in terms of out-and-out goal-scoring centre-forwards, I can't recall much better.
So you fancy him to score today? And Hullet! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. He's got the shot away! And he's there to get it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Sweden clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Lovely bit of skill. That's been won straight back. Vieri. Oh, that's well spotted. Bale! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Bale really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
There's the hit! It's a loose ball. And the shot! Goal! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Messi. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Araujo is there to clear. Some resolute defending there. And it's Messi. He's been kicked out. It's anyone's ball now. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the flag has stayed down. Can he finish? Lahm can get it clear.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning, well played.
Lahm. That is lovely. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Hullet. It's Vieri! Dangerous moment avoided, only just.
Well, that's the risk you have to take when you're fully committed to attack, Peter. They're going to leave a few areas unattended.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Batistuta. Vieri. So much time and space here. Tomiyasu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
He's had a hit! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rafael Leao.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And he's picked out the run. Vieri. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And they're quick to get it back. Gavi. Right, Batistuta. Well, that's well seen too.
1 minute at a time.
That's put paid to a promising move. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Gavi. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. They're playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are back on the way.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And he has been fouled there.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Oh, super fine. That is a little undercooked. Right, Batistuta. That looks a cracking ball. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Batistuta. Good read, needed to be. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's searching through. And that's played in low. Thuram with the clearance. Well, that's the beast. Gone for goal! And that wasn't far away.
Oh, and it's such a good effort. And maybe the target really should have been hit.
Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, good read. Looking for the runner. Rafael Leao. He is through here. Pirlo. That'll be a throw-in.
The attendance for this match was
Now it's Gullit.
72,306.
He's in a good position here. Chance to finish. And another try. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
That pass has been well intercepted. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Your impressions so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Look at the space here. Messi. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Bale. Now it's Rafael Leao. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieri. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That's going to go a long way. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, what a ball he's in here! That's good play. Barella. Barella! And that would have been some goal.
Well, he tried to go it alone and he wasn't too far away from pulling it off either. Everything was there apart from the finish.
Substitution for Sweden. Number
So,
17.
time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 32. Vieri. Number 10. Gullit.
It's
Number
Ronaldinho.
7. Gabi. Number 21.
Rummenigge.
Coming on the field. Number 20.
Good-looking ball.
Number 9.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Number 14. Sado. Number 13.
He's got away.
Substitution in progress.
With Shevchenko. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Deftly away. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Owen. And Owen!
Sweden need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
The pass is intercepted. I think we're just about done here. Now it's Mbappe. He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Gullit. Owen. Sweden needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He might be in here. Schmeichel can claim that. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And as you can see, we've already started here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, nice touch. Oh, what a ball! Araujo, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that was vital. Has a go! He scored!
Well, one score, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. There will be a throw-in. Araujo. Nedved. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. To Messi. Right, Shevchenko. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Chance! They've done it! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
He's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Oh, what has happened here?
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Somewhat off target. Bellingham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Bellingham.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's been cut out, well played. Vieira. Thuram. Nedved. And he's picked out the run. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rummenigge. Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bale. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Vieira. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. Platini. Rummenigge. And it's Vieira. Approaching the half-hour mark. Looking for the runner. That is a brilliant interception. Bellingham. Here's Vieira. Oh, good read. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Platini. Now it's Mbappe. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Time and again they are repelled. Nedved. Nedved going face to face with his great rival. And here's Platini. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Bale. Bale! Oh, bang on target. Shevchenko does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And that is a little undercooked. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Bale. Oh, that that's neat.
Bale, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, what a mistake! Big chance, Rummenigge! Oh, the ball's... It's Neymar! Yes! And they are cruising away. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Nedved. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So you hear the chants of easy, easy, and those are entirely justified. 3-0 after 45 minutes, and it is hard to believe that there won't be more after the break. Action is back underway.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from it.
Platini will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Bale. Neymar, very much a man of this moment. Neymar, and he's... Neymar! And that is a save of real quality, not easy by any means.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Mateus. Nice control. That's an excellent interception. It's a sharp pass. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Throw it.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Mbappe! That's good play. Araujo deals with that comfortably. And it's Nedved. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Belling. That's put paid to a promising move. Belling. Bale.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's under a lot of pressure there.
This is what good chemistry is all about. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Mateus. Mbappe. Messi. Now Mbappe. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Nedved. Shevchenko. He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. That's a nicely measured pass. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 11.
Dealing with the pressure.
Numero 7. Neymar. Numero 26.
What a save from Peter Schmeichel! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Il numero 32. Il numero 9. Ronaldinho.
That could spell trouble.
Bale. Il
Oh,
numero
that's
19.
nice.
Il numero
And
5.
that interception was most necessary. He read that really well and stopped it. Schneider. Bellingham does really well there. He is strong. Bale. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Platini. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
And here's Mbappe. Ronaldinho. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Real chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bale. It's Bale! Outstanding save to keep that out. Now it's Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the pass is intercepted. 5 minutes left on the clock. Threads one in. He's having a go! Great reaction! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Cleared without complication. Vieira powering forward here. Now it's Bale. Oh, that's fabulous. He's got space in the area. He's had a hit! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop. Bale is holding his leg there, a worrying sign.
Yeah, and the manager's concerned too. Substitution time perhaps, or maybe not, we'll see.
But it appears he's going to be okay, at least for now. Right there!
2 minuti di recupero.
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Mbappe. Bellingham. And that will be it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. Aside... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. As you can see, real chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Nedved is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, what a climb! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Mbappe! Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And here's Bale. Now this could be a chance. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, Tomiyasu will look back really fondly on the first half of the 23-24 campaign. He made a proper impact in ensuring that the defending champions left North London empty-handed.
Yeah, I remember he was brought on late-ish in the game in response to a triple change, I think, from the opposition. He brought down a very long diagonal pass, which led to the late winner.
And that winner ensured that his team's 12-game losing sequence against the Mancunians was finally ended. Curtis. Mbappe. Sané. That is a brilliant interception. Choosing. Curtis! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Hunis actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Belling, who needs just a moment to score a goal. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Nice control. Thuram. Mbappe. Fiddles it through. Looking tidy in possession here. Curtis.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Sané. That's very neat. Sané going face-to-face with his great rival and smartly reclaimed. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Sané, well read, and the danger is averted. Belling.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Can he put it away?
Well, yet another interception, and
Now the finish! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! There is the breakthrough! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
he had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Bayer Leverkusen have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them.
There's the shot! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
shoots! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! Into the lead once more. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Bayer Leverkusen and Messi! Hazard. Well, they can break here. Mbappe. He can run onto that. He's had a shot! Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And here's Mbappe. Big chance! It's a goal! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And the shot! Zakaria. And now the breakaway. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Platini. Some really good ball movement.
There will be 3 minutes
Mbappe!
added time.
Nedved. Mbappe. He's in space and looking for options. Platini. Platini puts his foot on the gas. Played out towards the right wing. And it's half-time here.
Just a quick announcement, and an exciting one too. We're about to announce today's lottery numbers. Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.
Here we go again then.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Whatever he had in mind, that's what... And now the hit! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Nedved really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third corner of the game. Vieira attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Very nicely done. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Nedved really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that is exemplary defending.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Now it's Sané.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And the finish! Mbappe gets flagged offside. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Zakaria kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
The attendance for this match
60 minutes played.
72,300.
And the flag has stayed down. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Sané. Tomiyasu does really well there. He is strong. Mbappe. it's Nedved. Messi. Platini. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ernest looking understandably energised after his goal. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Bale. And claimed it back swiftly. Mbappe! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Hazard. Thuram wins the duel this time. Messi. Bale. Nedved. Back into the middle. Opts to play it back. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Messi. And they can counter here. Zakaria. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Sané. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Now it's Bellingham. Platini. Mbappe, and he's managed to get free. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Nedved. Zakaria. Sané, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Nedved. That looks a decent ball. And Sané! Oh, it's come loose. Now it's Nedved. There's the hit! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Sané, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Platini. Bale. Now is this the final assault? Mbappe, look at the space here. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, great ball! Bale! And he comes up trumps again. Bellingham! And through to the goalkeeper. A lot of... Oh, here we go. And he hits the net. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist? And we're done. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the moment... Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. That's going to go a long way. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Drogba. Now it's Mbappe. And he's running through. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. This to go one up. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Oh, he's missed it, he's missed it.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Thuram. That has not gone well. Aimed beyond the defence. And reclaimed it in a trice. Looking for the runner. He's had a hit! We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Gnabry providing an outlet on that flank. And they've got rid. Vieira. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Messi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
No way through. Maldini makes the interception. Valverde. That's been cut out, well played. Gently done. That's headed upfield. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Now it's Mbappe. He's shifting through the gears here. Drogba. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Horace! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
And he cuts out the supply. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Gnabry. So what can they make of this? Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that could set him on his way. And here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Spread neatly. That'll be a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
A well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And now they can spring out of defence. Vieira gets across to intercept that. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. It's a pretty loose pass. Platini. Bellingham. That's tidy. Bellingham with the delivery. And it's hoisted clear. And smartly reclaimed. Gangle upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and
Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards to get them off and running. Well, would you believe that?
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Valverde. Now it's Drogba. Oh, good ball. And that interception... It's Drogba! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Big header! Has another go! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Messi. And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Gangle have their third corner. And it's Maldini.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
And one more try! And it's come back out to him. Drogba gets flagged offside. Always onto this. A lot of space ahead of him. And tries a shot! Good effort. And it is right on half-time. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal. But it's certainly not for the want of trying. So nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, obviously no breakthrough as yet, but it's not from the want of trying. I think in a tight game like this, that penalty becomes a huge issue.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And he's gone backward here. Now the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? Drogba! Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Vieira kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's in plenty of space here. He's got away. Delivery from Mbappe.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up. Look, it's a run defend.
He gets big. Firm header just off target.
He did so well there. It's just a shame about the accuracy.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. He's picked his way through. And here's Drogba. Valverde. Vieira. Oh, easy pickings there.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Tomiyasu tries to clear. Now it's Gnabry. Gnabry. Now it's Messi. Now that's well seen too. And that has been clubbed away. And still we await the first breakthrough. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And he's there to get it away. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And here's Mbappe. Foot in. Vieira. Bellingham.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Bellingham. Someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. That has been cut short. And he's going to be disappointed with that. He's played him through. It's Drogba! He scores! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Changement. Le numéro 8, le numéro 18, le numéro 11, le numéro 10.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Gangle have fired themselves in front.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Shot a goal! They've scored! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, no joy this time. Vieira. It's Ronaldinho. Just 5 minutes left. Bale. He has found the way through.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Now it's he's there to belt it away. Rummenigge. He's beaten the last man.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. This might spell... There's the shot! Oh, yes! It's there! Late in the day, this could well be it!
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
And the referee brings it to a close. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game.